Do you ever imagine shapes in obscure places, animals in the clouds, faces in the bark of a tree, or maybe both? If so, you're not alone. Dave Andersen turned his imagination into art.
You know, we kind of came up with the idea to have a painting show, and I started thinking about who we could show, and just kind of gathered them together. Now there's about 5 other people that I really wish I could have had in the show. We ran out of space. Some of them weren't able to create enough work, and so we just kind of narrowed it down. I was living in San Diego. I'd actually lived in Oregon in the late 70s, and so I knew Oregon quite well. And the job came open at Clackamas Community College, and I applied for it. When I applied here, they looked at my stuff and they thought I was way too good to come here. Because they thought I was going to leave. Oh, we'll hire him for a year and then he'll just leave. And I came and I said, no, I actually like this area. Well, I love drawing. I draw all the time, but my gallery paintings are generally done in acrylic. A few years ago, I became a little bit toxic to oil paint and thinners and brush cleaning fluid. Kind of had to back away from that. Also, toxic on the environment, so I only teach water media now, like acrylic. Pareidolia is like a psychological term where random patterns or random stimulus, you see images in pattern. Like if you look at a fence and there's some knotholes in it, you see a face in a fence. So it's kind of pulling images out of random stimulus. So it's, in a way, you're like, it's what art kind of is. And so it's like gleaning information from the patterns of life and then kind of boiling them down, stick them in a centrifuge, spinning them out, and then dump them onto a slide and looking at them in a microscope. It's like, whoa, that's the essence. So it's kind of about that and faces.
Not only is he an accomplished teacher and artist, but his style has influenced many former students at CCC.
My name is Holly Osborne. I went to Clackamas Community College for my associates. About 4 years ago I started. I spent 2 years here. I learned a lot. I mean, talking about Dave, he's putting on the show, and he taught us a lot about doing textures and just getting in there, get your hands dirty and painting a lot.
So my name is Morgan. I started studying design and stuff here, and then I kind of dropped out for a little bit. Then I decided to come back, and I started doing the painting classes and the sculpture classes, and it was pretty awesome. I got to know Dave Andersen pretty well. I was trying to think about like what a dog would paint, you know, and so the dog's not going to paint itself, right? It's going to paint the dog park, and then it's going to have like this aggressive view about the frisbee. So it's like it's carrying the frisbee, you know.
Oh, well, I'm proud of them. I won't take any responsibility for anything anyone does after they get out of my class. I'm responsible in a way for what they do in class. But after that, I mean, I've got literally thousands of former students that are out there making work and doing things.
I had taken David Andersen, he's a teacher. I had taken one of his classes. It was my last class, one of the last classes that I took here. I was drawing, and he came over and he really liked my work, and so we really hit it off and kind of formed a rapport. I actually graduated from Clackamas Community College in, it was the spring of last year I graduated.
And these people in this show here, there are like street artists that have been working on the street for 25 years. Some of them have run into problems with the law and paid their debt to society and are now here kicking ass and doing things.
Come check out this unique experience at the Alexander Gallery. These artworks will be available to be seen free of charge to all, now through March 20th.